According to the story they tell, if you see this big bird, it's a sign that you're gonna die real soon.
You are both right and wrong.
The Morning Stream. I'm Leo Getz, and whatever you want, Leo Getz.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TMS. It is the morning stream for May 18th, 2026. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett.
Good Monday morning to you.
Mm-hmm.
Starting a brand new week. Yay!
Boy, did I kick it off right. I spent the day yesterday eating chicken broth and water.
Yeah.
And today I feel like an empty husk of a man.
I'm sure. Jeez.
Pretty sick of this thing, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, well,
the irony is
a couple more days. Yeah.
The irony is last Thursday was the day it was supposed to be the worst because that was the morning after. And I remember I warned you ahead of time and I was like,
yeah.
It might be a mess today, Brian, or whatever I said.
You said you had a rough night that night, but that you were fine the next morning.
I was feeling good.
Enough to your show.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? All right, then, if that's as bad as it's going to be. Nope.
That was not as bad as it was going to be.
Turns out quadrupling a dose of medication is not a wise decision in anyone's life, and I would recommend not making that mistake. No one did it on purpose. For those who haven't heard the story, go back and listen Thursday. But
right.
Gnarly. Hey, it doesn't matter. We're here. We're making a show, and I got a couple of hot takes because yesterday I just kind of lounged. I didn't do anything. It was like a total lazy poo-poo.
Yeah,
yesterday.
as you should in recovery of something like that. Yeah,
it felt right to do it, you know. And so, and I want to get to whether you did or not because I know you had you were pretty pooped Sunday as well.
Yeah. Yes.
So we'll get to that in a sec. But so I'm laying there and I'm on the couch, kind of my spot that I always have. It's like a nice little comfy spot. We got these blankets. It's getting cold outside because we got this storm coming in. Kind of a nice, cozy day to not have to do anything or worry about anything. And my wife has decided that she's doing a rewatch. This is the second time she's seen this series. She's watching Blue Bloods again. She's a big fan. She likes it. And Blue Bloods is a mix of really great, occasionally very great performances, and a great premise that this family, the Reagan family, with Frank at the head of the family, who's played by Tom Selleck, and then all these other people, they're all kind of in the New York system of justice, right?
Okay.
He's chief commissioner of the whole NYPD, and then his sons are various forms of detective and street patrol and that kind of thing. One of their sons was killed in action, and so there's that whole aspect to it. And then they've got a daughter, and she's a lawyer, works at the DA there in the city, or she is the DA. I can't remember. Maybe she becomes the DA, district attorney. But she's a big deal in the whole law thing. And then they have kids, and they're various stages of trying to understand if they're going to be in this family or not. And it's like a mix of, I kind of like a lot of that. And then the procedural parts of it are just as dumb as every other procedural. They're just kind of like, the cases are dumb. The gang members talk like cartoons. Like, it's just not, it's a mix, right? It was popular, but it was popular in the way that all the CSIs were popular. It's that kind of thing.
Right.
So now that I've given you that background as to my take on, my general take on the show, it's fine. I did have an impression about Donnie Wahlberg. There's two things. He's in it. He plays one of the sons. And Donnie Wahlberg, when he's playing one particular type of character, like the character he is in the show, he's very good at it. In fact, I would argue he might be a better actor than his brother when it comes to this particular role. But it's the same guy he always is, with the exception of Sixth Sense, where he's the skinny kid at the beginning with the gun. But other than that,
I always forget about that. Yeah.
Other than that, it's kind of the same guy, kind of a pissed off, whether he's either in Boston that one day or New York the next day, accents, but it's always this pissed off kind of, good heart, but gonna get it done the dirty way if he has to kind of vibe. And he's very good at it.
Sure.
Here's the problem. when he yells, which is frequently because he's always out busting some perp.
Of course, he probably spends all his time yelling. Yep.
Always busting perps. That's what they tell you in the academy. Always be busting perps.
ABP. Always be busting perps.
That's right.
No, that's ABBP.
Oh, yeah. And then that's too many letters for cops to remember. But anyway,
Alec Baldwin would not be able to use that.
No, he would not.
Yeah.
So he's out doing that, and when he yells, like, put your hands up, do whatever, he sounds like angry George Costanza, like George is getting
Really?
angry, like that kind of thing.
Okay, all right.
So I thought, I'm just going to tell Brian this tomorrow, and then I thought, no, Scott, you full due diligence here. You're going to get some audio and compare
Pixar, it didn't happen. I want to hear it. I got to hear it for myself.
That's right.
Yes.
So these aren't maybe, I don't know if these are the best clips. I just kind of grabbed what I could find.
Okay.
So, take that for what it's worth. But here's Donnie Wahlberg in a scene, yelling at people, doing various things, about 6 seconds. So here's that.
You, get on the ground right now. Get on the ground right now on your knees. You, tough guy, up against the glass. Now!
And if you close your eyes...
Yeah. You get on it. Yeah, just...
you can hear George, like season 4 through 7, George, right?
Yeah.
Like
we're living in a society here.
Yeah, like just a angry George. So then I went and got some George.
You couldn't figure out the world's theory for yourself? George is getting upset!
It's just, there's something...
There is, yeah.
Connecting him. So what happened was I was zoning in and out of her watching this. I would be kind of half awake and just really tired. And I would hear it with my eyes closed. And I'd think, why is George arresting hookers? What's going on? Like this doesn't feel right. Like
why am I hearing this? What am I hearing?
Yeah. Why is George busting hookers? Why is he yelling at the police chief? And then I'd wake up and kind of bleary-eyed look. I'm like, it's this freaking show again. Gosh dang it. So that's when the headphones went in, or the earbuds went in, and I started listening to something that would not drive me crazy. So.
Nice. Good. Yeah, it's always a good choice. What was your, like, if you're planning on napping and you're laying on the couch, zoning in and out, what do you put on to listen to? Like, just
that's a great question.
Is it one of the built-in, you do YouTube music, don't you? Instead of Apple Music.
I do, but it's basically the same idea. You just find your playlist that you like or whatever. But I mostly, what do I go to? Actually, one of the advantages of YouTube Music is it also taps into all of the like 10-hour.
Oh, right. Yes.
Lo-fi.
Like ambient sound kind of things.
Yeah. All those kinds of things are there at a tap. So
that's nice.
I'll often do that and find like, here's ambient music from Elder Scrolls Online, which is a very nice soundtrack. So I'll listen to that and get super into it. Oh, Kim brought me toast. I wonder how that'll go down.
Nice. On the show. The show.
What'd you say? Oh, well, no, I'm fine with that. I don't trust my Shiddygutz.
Your guts?
Yeah. She's like, no, I promise it's like protein bread. I'm like, I know. It's fine. I'll try it. I mean, it's some kind of high protein bread.
Made with meat.
I don't know. Meat bread. Yum, yum. Anyway,
that's great.
Also, quick shout out to Andrew Brown. No particular reason. I won't get into why. I just think he's cool, and I want him to know it. So that's all.
He is cool.
Yeah. Take that, Andrew Brown. You're cool.
Nice job.
Brian, we should remind people at home. The next couple of weeks are going to get weird, so let's talk about it.
It's going to be weird. I'm going to be in Vermont. I've got already started working on my schedule, figuring out, all right, when am I going to bike? Oh, that's another thing I got to send you is a photo of this bikeway that I'm going to go on. It cuts across part of Lake Champlain, and it's like looks so cool. I'll get that later.
That sounds awesome. All right.
Yes. But requests, starting, we're not going to have a show on Memorial Day as normal, as we normally don't.
No, we always
say as we normally do, but as we normally don't.
Yeah.
And so from the 26th to June 5th, and the jury's out if I'm going to be able, I might not be able to do a show on June 5th. So we'll talk about subs and stuff like that. But
sure.
I need requests. I've got a few. So, there's already a couple days kind of taken up, but no, like especially early June, that first week of June, I've got something for the first, and then that's it. So 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all those would be, or 4th would be great. There's a couple overlaps. So like on the 30th, I've got 2 requests. So I'll push one of those to, might do one of those earlier in that week, 29th, 28th, 27th. Yeah, got I've got one for the 26th. Yeah, so early June is good. Now that I'm looking at this, it's like, wow, actually, these aren't too bad. Here's what's funny. I'm just looking through these dates, and I'm seeing that Nighttime sent in a cover for May 27th, 2026. And he just says, this isn't for when you were in Vermont.
But you will be in Vermont.
But I'm going to be in Vermont. That's almost square in the middle of my Vermont time.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Need some specificity there on that one. Specificity.
Yeah, that's easy for nobody to say.
Was that old
Specificity.
Bad Robot show before Lost? Specificity.
Specificity. I hate it when she changed her hairstyle. Messed everything up.
Specificity.
So anyway, get those requests in. Go to frogpants.com/TMS, and there's a place there for you to get your requests in. Basically, the reason I'm saying it now, because I'm not going to have access to music, as much music as I do when I'm here. So, I want to have all these folders filled up with music before I go, so I don't have to worry about it.
Did you ever tell me how many terabytes you had handy?
Oh,
that your music takes up, or maybe it isn't up to the
really
terabytes level. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't think it is. It may be one. No, I think it might be 1.5 terabytes of music.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
that's still that. I mean, that is a ton of.
That's the number. That's the number that I seem to be remembering most recently when I I go and I find that folder, the Apple Music folder, and then just do a get info.
Yeah.
So
adds up.
It does, and unfortunately, it'd be nice if Apple Music didn't have 100,000 song cap, and then I would have access to all my music on my laptop because it would all be up in iTunes Music Match. But
it's like you were saying on Film Sack pre-show, I think that the reason they're in no rush to up that cap is so few people are just no one's like you.
No one's buying music, right? No one has any reason to buy music.
Exactly. No one's buying it. First of all, second of all, nobody's like you with the exceeded cap already. You're a weird outlier.
I'm a weird unicorn. Yes, I'm the music collecting unicorn.
I hate when you find out you're a unicorn in a system that you just really need a tiny update, just a tiny bit.
Because it's never going to get better for you. You know that you don't even make a blip in their radar as far as what we ought to do is increase blah, blah, blah because of people like Brian Ibbett and only him. Yeah. So
like Brian Ibbett.
Yeah.
He is our person.
He is our person, our example. Yesterday, recovering also from going to Ska Fest, saw local Colorado band Potato Pirates, the Aquabats, Five Iron Frenzy, who I think I might have misspoke and said Five Finger Death Punch when I talked about it last week.
Oh,
very different bands.
Yeah, they could not be more different.
Yeah, but I think Five Iron Frenzy also local guys, local Denver band, and then the headliners, the band that we went there to see was the Dancehall Crashers. Here's Potato Pirates, and they are so loud that I have to wear earplugs. Tina and I are both wearing earplugs, and we're both like, yeah, it's still too loud. Yet here's a couple of kids just hanging out on stage, just
must be their kids, and also I don't think those people know what they're doing to their hearing. It's
I think they don't. Yeah,
probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Did they actually pirate potatoes, or is that a side?
No,
gig?
they didn't have any. They didn't have any potato pirating going on.
That's a shame.
But look at those dangly ear business things going on. Like he's got those gauges in, and
you can have a dog. You have a little puppy jump through those.
Some big old danglies. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this kid that Brian beginning right here, back here on the left.
It's like he's just bored out of his mind. Like, all right,
hey, Dad. Yeah. Look at him. At least he's wearing something.
Yes,
it looks too low and not right, and also that kid over there. Gosh dang, crazy!
Yeah.
All right, bring your kids. Bring your kids to Potato
bring
Pirate
your kids
Day.
to Ska Fest Day, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then clip if you want to do, this one. This is the Aquabats, and this is the video that they have all sorts of videos that play behind them the whole time. I talked about on Film Sack. They had the scene from. The Val Kilmer thing, not Top Secret, where they're having the battle underwater. But just the outfits that the Aquabats wear, man, I absolutely freaking love it.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Yeah, and they're local to you. They're Utah folks.
Yeah, I heard they were coming. They were doing something for this, or maybe the deal was they weren't going to make it to Kilby Court. We have this thing I think I talked about it briefly. It was like a
you
big
mentioned
festival
it yesterday, yeah.
And I think maybe the news was these guys are usually there, and they weren't this time because they were there at your thing. I think.
Oh yeah, certainly would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were good, were they? I mean,
They were great. They were a lot of fun. Yeah, Tina had never heard them before or seen them or had any idea.
Okay, what do we got here? Tell me about this guy.
Giant Frankenstein, one of these inflatable things like, you get the dinosaurs. But just the way the Frankenstein moves because it's one of these inflatable things is just fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah.
I want one of those. How do you get
Head
that?
flopping around. I don't know. I imagine you can buy them online on Amazon or something.
That's
But just the
amazing.
way that they walk is just fantastic.
Oh, and there's all the you said beach balls and
yes,
and,
pizza slices and sharks. Yeah,
Oh,
Aquabats throw a
that's-
bunch of inflatable crap into the audience for the whole show.
That's great.
And they start off with, it's all right, pool party song. Well, we're kicking out a bunch of beach balls on there. And then we're doing a song called Pizza Party. And so or Pizza Day. Yeah, Pizza Day is such a great song. And they throw a bunch of slices of pizza out there, like floating rafts that you would have in a swimming pool for pizza or the shape like pizza. And that's what people were crowd surfing on, not just their bodies. They got on the slices of pizza and the crowd pushed them around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you get out of there with one of those? Like if you were
Yeah.
Okay. That's the
Yeah.
idea. You don't have to return
The person, the person who's sitting behind us was down on the floor and came back with one of the sharks.
That's great.
Yes.
I would love a pizza one. That would be so cool to have.
The pizza one's great. Yeah, so good. And
Even if I never put it in a pool, I'd hang it up in here somewhere,
right. And you could tell like, all right, the balls lasted a long time. The pizza slices lasted forever. There was no, they were good and durable. The sharks, they start out with 5 of them, and then you'd see one of them like get punctured, and its like tail would be flopping down as people were batting it around. And by the end, the balls were still intact. Half of the balls were still intact. Both pizza slices were still intact, but the sharks were gone. The sharks were toast.
Well, that's awesome. But it was tiring. It sounds
It was
like
a great show. We got home at 1:00, quarter to 1 a.m. just because of all those 4 bands playing. I mean, I'm no spring chicken anymore, folks. We took the train so we wouldn't have to deal with parking and stuff like that. So, yeah, by the time we got home, it was quarter to 1.
I would be out the whole next day. I was telling Brian pre-show that I think that ska and I are on a different clock now. and it's specific to certain kinds of music,
Yeah.
right? Some kind of
Right, I
music,
think
at least
so, yeah.
live music anyway. Because I can listen to ska all day, like it's great.
Yeah,
but if I'm
of course,
in the
yeah.
place where it's happening and it's happening raw, and even though the audience skews maybe a little more middle, less young, because it's a lot of people who loved it in the 90s or whatever, it still just feels like it's lapping me. And I'm like, I can't keep up.
I would not be out there skanking. I am not going to be out there picking it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to be back here on the seats where I was, sitting it down.
There you go. That's what I would do too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it and that you don't look any worse for wear. You look great.
Yeah. Thanks.
Guys.
I mean, as good as I always do.
As good as you always do. That's right. I don't want to, I don't want to get the ladies too worked up at home.
Right. Yeah. Please.
Guys, time for this. This is happening right now. Music signifies the arrival of one Brian Dunaway, who joins us now. Hey, Brian, what's up?
I have arrived. Oh, hi,
He's
Brian.
arrived.
You have arrived. It's good to have you here for your arrival, and we're glad to be here with you. You want to play a game? How do you feel about that? You like that idea?
Play a game or make a game. Tell us about this 8-bit computer club thing.
Oh, yeah. How's that going?
Yeah, that's going pretty good. I'm using, I posted a picture in our Discord server.
You did.
So I got my Commodore 128 hooked up, and I've been farting around with that, learning sprite magic.
Is that really the cassette tape backup? The Commodore
It is.
cassette tape backup thing. Oh, my God,
That's the
Brian.
data set. I've got a 1541 that's non-functional, a 1571 that is functional, and a 1581. So
Oh, my
all
God.
real hardware.
It's
on
hard
that
to believe this is a
128.
photo you took in 2026.
I know.
This morning before I left for work, actually.
Yeah.
I'm working with Sprite Magic, learning that it was a Computes Gazette type-in program that lets you create sprites, and it's actually on issue 50. They added a couple other sprite programs.
Are these
to go with it, so-
supposed to be those dudes? The hello, we're here from the moon. You know who I mean?
No. This is just a test.
Aqua
Actually,
Teen?
I was
Okay.
actually what I started with. I was like, you know what? I think I want to make a little floppy. I was like, it's a little squarish. I was like, how about I got to go double wide? I was like, how about I do an SD card? And it kind of sprung from that. But
This painting back here freaks me out too. I don't
you like
it.
that?
I
You
don't
like that?
No, I
It's
don't
coming
like
to get
it.
ya.
She gets
Always
Yeah.
watching.
Always. I have no
That's
nose. Yeah.
That's the motivator. That's what I call the motivator.
Is it? Okay, good.
If I don't,
Good.
if I'm not doing it, it's like I'll look up the disappointment and I'm like, okay, I got to get on it.
How'd your
How did you even have the orange foam Walkman headphones?
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
you don't have some of those?
Nope,
Orange?
not anymore.
I actually don't. All the foam deteriorated on the ones I had. I wish I had some.
Oh, none of mine held together.
Because it'd be part of my Star-Lord costume.
Hell yeah.
You don't have a Grover angry mug or nothing like that? Nothing like
No,
that?
I don't.
Did
have any
you
of that.
did you fire up your
Oscar, excuse me. I said Grover. Oscar.
Yeah, you meant
Oscar,
Oscar.
yes.
Did you fire up your Appletooie again? Did you get the paper things, or is you still?
So yeah, they're on their way from console 5, and they'll be here on Friday, hopefully in time for the 8-Bit Computer Club, and I will try to put those in. So get my Appletooie working.
Appletooie. That's fantastic.
Very, very cool, dude.
Well, thank you for sharing
So
that with
cool.
us.
Oh no, thank you.
Now let's see how much of your brain has been eaten by the process, so that we can
All of
beat
it.
you at this game.
An 8-bit brain.
Brian Ibbett, will you explain the rules to Brian so he knows what he's up for here?
Okay. Welcome to the Morning Half-Ass. This is a trivia game where I'm actually going to be giving the two of you the answers. I'm going to give Scott and Brian a category, 6 possible answers. 3 of them are correct, and 3, like the eyes on that painting, are wildly incorrect. Depending on how confident you feel with the category, you can provide 1, 2, or 3 guesses, but if any of those guesses are wrong, you get 0 points for that round. You get 1 right gets you a point, 2 right gets you 3 points, 3 right gets you 5 points. We're going to add up all those points at the end, and you're going to win a prize for your contestant because it's not for you, okay? It's not for you. Contestants have been pulled from members of the Tadpool that support us on Patreon at patreon.com/TMS. Scott, you're playing for Scott Taskinen.
Ooh, another. I didn't do that on purpose, but I like playing for the Scots. It's good.
Brian, you're playing for Chris, whose middle
Dang
name
it.
might be Brian Warren.
Yeah, Chris Bryan. Yeah, there you go.
Chris Brian Warren, sure, yes.
Oh, all right.
I made that up.
Oh.
Chris Warren. I'm just saying, if you're going to play for a Scott, Brian should play for a Brian.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
gotcha now. Took me a second.
All right, let's get to game number 1 or round number 1. Waiting for it to reconnect on my side. There we go. All right, we're going to go with a little space, a little NASA business. Which of these 6 people walked on the moon? Which of
All of
these
them.
6 astronauts walked on the moon? Your choices are
None of them.
Michael Collins, yeah, it's all set up. Frank Borman, Jack Swigert, James Irwin, Pete Conrad, and Alan Shepard. 3 of these chuckleheads walked on the moon. 3 of them did not.
One of them feels like bait.
Shepherd. Yeah, the bait.
Yeah.
Shepherd's bait.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to recall. It's
Well,
been so long
he
since
might
I've-
be bait, or he might be that one where we think he's bait. But
Yeah,
he's-
it's been so long since I went back and did my little exploration. Even though we just had the stupid Artemis, but I still, man.
I know, man. What Brian has
stupid
done,
Artemis.
Brian
Wow.
has gone he's gone deep into the roster, because the famous ones, like
Yeah,
the early
of course.
ones, of course he's not going to use
Yeah,
those.
those are
Of
easy.
course not.
These
I mean, come on
these
now.
when everybody on the news were like, we landed on the moon again. Anyway, there's other stuff going on.
There you go.
Right.
I'm gonna
All right,
just
Brian's
pick
locked.
2 because I don't know.
Total guess. Total guess.
All
I
right.
picked 2 as well. Yeah.
Oh, good for you. All right, let's go top right. Let's start with James Irwin.
Ooh, James Irwin Jones.
Scott picked James Irwin. This is CNN. Scott picked James Irwin. James Irwin was part of Apollo 15, which
job, Scott.
did land on the moon.
Oh.
Yeah, very good.
Good guess.
Very good.
Good guess. Yeah.
Right underneath it, Pete Conrad. Pete Conrad was on
Conrad.
Apollo 12. That one landed on the moon.
Yep, they weren't 13. They were 12.
They weren't 13. Yeah, your Jack
Unlucky 13.
Swigert was 13.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
nobody fell for
yeah.
Jack Swigert.
Ooh, good.
Nobody picked Jack Swigert. You both picked Frank Borman too.
Oh, good. So we're either floating or sinking together,
You're
Scott.
either floating or
tied
sinking
or
together, and you are both sinking together.
damn it.
Frank Borman circled the moon as part of Apollo 8.
Dang it, it was Alan Shepard.
Did not actually land. Yeah, Alan Shepard was not a
It was so
a
easy.
fake,
It's
a
like
plant.
I'm like, well, I definitely know Alan Shepard was an astronaut. He definitely went, and I was like, oh, that's too easy.
I know. That's how
Too
it got
easy.
me too. I
Yeah.
would have picked it too. I'd have thought more about it, I guess.
That's right. Yeah, and Michael Collins did go with the Apollo 11 team, but he stayed in the
Pod.
in the pod, or he stayed in the thing that circled around. Yeah,
Wasn't he?
he didn't go down in the Lev or something.
That's
He
right.
also
Yeah.
he also led the the Scottish revolt. No, what was that? Michael Collins, the one that Liam Neeson played.
Is that right?
I think it was Michael Collins.
I think
yeah.
that's his name.
but I can't remember. I can't remember what that Michael Collins did. But anyway,
Yeah.
all right.
Nice.
Let's go to question number 2. How about literature?
Yeah, I like
words.
literature.
We're familiar with words. Words are good.
Sure.
We know words. We know these words. I like that bowling alley.
Sorry.
All right.
I had to mute this. There was
What happened?
music. This is music, and it was playing somehow. And
Oh,
I barely
funny,
hear it. You
okay.
guys probably can't hear it. but-
No, we didn't hear anything.
can't
All right.
hear
Which of these words are attributed to Shakespeare? Oh, Irish, not
Oh.
Scottish. Thank you. Which of these words are attributed to Shakespeare? Shakespeare gave us a lot of words that we still use. Shakespeare.
One of them is not Shakespeare.
It is not words you can't shake a spear at. Which of these are words that he coined in his writing? Ideal, mimic, dewdrop, infernal, label, and bedroom.
I
3
feel
of
like
these are words that he came up with.
I feel like we did this.
We did do one of
we've
these,
done
and I
one
used
of
to
these,
keep
yeah.
it.
Okay.
I haven't had my Shakespeare books beside my bed in a couple of years, so it's been at least a couple of years since we did this.
Yeah.
Because the last time we did this, I was
You had
was right in the
Shakespeare.
middle of.
You had
I was
Shakespeare
right in the middle.
books by
I was
your
right in the middle of just like looking through stuff. Some reference books I had.
All right. You're a nerd.
But that's been a couple of years. you didn't see my 8-bit computer club? All right.
Good point. Good point.
All right,
I don't
Scott still
freaking
hasn't
know.
selected anything.
I'm
Brian's
scared.
locked in on 2.
These
That
scare
timer
me.
is getting started right there. All right.
I'm doing
timer's
that.
up.
I'm doing that.
Okay. All right. Funny again, you guys joined on one and then went your own ways on 2 of the other ones. Let's start with the one you did pick together. Dewdrop. It feels like something poetic, or
Take 2 words, put them together, smash them together.
dewdrop. Thine dewdrop does glow like the
Oh no, I don't like how he's doing this, Scott.
like the tears in your eyes or something like that. Dewdrop, yes, it is a word that Shakespeare came up with. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, good for
Close
him.
one. Good for him.
Good for him. Bedroom. There's a word that we use all the time. Brian, you
Yeah.
picked bedroom.
Yeah, he liked to put words together.
That's a really good point. Interesting. Yes.
But maybe not this time around. Okay.
Bed and room. Who would have thought those 2 words could go together? Oh, it's a room with a bed in it. Sure enough. Bill Shakespeare
Sure
did
enough.
come up with the word
Good old Bill.
bedroom.
Really?
Yes.
Holy crap.
We have Shakespeare to thank for all those songs and movie titles that have bedroom in them.
In the
The real thing was he just didn't like putting spaces between words. So that
It's
was
really
his-
true. Yeah, exactly. It's like a lot of work with the quill to move over.
We just gave authenticity to his typos. Is that what we did? We just said, all right.
All right, exactly.
Oh,
Well, he
man.
can't be wrong. He's Shakespeare.
Yeah, I guess.
That's right. Third one Scott chose was infernal. Is that made up of 2
That seems
No.
words? Infernal. Well,
info-nernal.
Maybe it's right.
that'd be right. In this case, it is not. Infernal is not, but mimic is. Mimic is a Shakespearean word as well. So Dungeons and Dragon players,
How do you think he said it? Did he go mimic like that? You think that
just
was-
like that before the coyote got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mimic. 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 What's that? Why is that that chest full of gold chewing my leg off? Mimic. Mimic. All right.
Yeah, it's very cool. He all these words that dude with the frilly collar gave to us. Brian, going in around 3 with 3 points. Scott, you need to put some points on the board, and you can do it with question number 3. Number 3 is Oh, art. You know art. You know
like art.
colors. You know
Sure.
paint.
He's the best.
We've done shades of red. We've done shades of blue. How about shades of yellow? Your choices are Aureolin, Bice, Jasmine, Rufus, Citron, and Vert.
Rufus.
3 of these are shades of yellow.
Vert
3 of them
yellow.
are
I
not.
love Rufus.
Oh, good Lord.
That feels.
I got to go 3 here.
You have to go 3 if you want, unless you're shooting for the
I got to
tie.
go at least 2 if I don't want him to sweep me. If I do 1, that won't be enough if he gets 2 right.
I'm doing 3.
Okay.
I'm scared.
That seemed like that. All right.
Okay, both locked in. Oh my gosh! All right. Well, you both went to the Aureolin, which looks like areola.
Aurelian.
Yeah, come on.
Yellow areola.
Areolas aren't yellow.
Right.
Oh, it better not be. Oh, man.
No. You'll see your doctor. No, but Aureolin is a cobalt yellow. So
Yeah,
very good.
yeah.
You both got that one.
That one.
Citron, like
That
your
feels
lemons.
like. That's what I thought, but it felt like bait, so I avoided it like the plague.
Yeah. Well, in this case, it was not bait. It is
Dang it.
correct.
Okay.
Dang it. Good job, Scott.
Okay, I'm scared now.
Okay. Vert.
Shit.
Vert was the other one that Scott chose. Vert.
Hey, Vert.
Vert sounds like Verd or
Which
Ver,
is-
like
Oh,
Vermont.
like Verde.
Like Verde, and that is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, Vert is green. Rufus is another one of red. Jasmine was our other yellow, by the way.
Really?
Aureolin,
Jasmine,
Citron,
really?
and Jasmine. Yeah.
I would have never. I would not have guessed.
And Bice is a former contestant on American Idol.
That
Bo
is
Bice.
hilarious.
No, Bice is also blue. There's a shade of blue is Bice.
Are these universal accepted ones? Or are these by like some companies? Here's our blue. Here's our.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I think
Crayola.
yeah, it's a really good question. Burnt sienna. That's a good question. I think these are terms as opposed to branded
Yeah.
colors.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm not that I would know them any better, but
I've
you know.
used. I've had to learn how to spell Aurelian before because I've had to order it. That was the only one I really knew.
It just sounds like a Star Trek alien
and I spelled
race.
it wrong like a million times. I'm like, well, how do you spell this stupid?
Captain Picard, the Aurelians have come aboard. That's what it sounds like.
Bice is from the French BIS. Originally meant just dark colored, but then became
Well, I was thinking.
like a
I was
green or
thinking.
blue pigment.
I was thinking maybe it was related to bile, which is
Which is
sometimes
typically
a
green.
dark
Yeah.
or sometimes yellow, and I don't know. That was the best I could do.
Well, you
Nope.
still won, Mr. 3 points.
Still one.
Yeah.
Congratulations going out then to, let me pull that up. Going out to Chris Warren. Chris, good job. You're going to get a copy. Oh, funny. Didn't even think about this. Of Blanc, which is white,
Oh, nice.
and Wild Mender. Over there on
Wild
Steam.
Mender.
But Scott Taskinen, you're not going away empty-handed. You're getting a copy of War Pips, and you just might get an email read on today's show. We'll see. We'll see if we feel like doing it. But everybody going away with something.
Yeah,
and big
no,
thanks
that's
to
great.
Wesley for sending in these game codes.
I can only speak to War Pips. It's very good, and he's going to like that a lot. Even as today's loser, you're a winner.
Does Gladys Knight fare in that game at all? Like, does she lead the War Pips?
She's the villain. You gotta. The Pips are revolting. Yeah, they're sick of her. They've had it. The Pips are taking back what's theirs. Well, anyway, we will get those to you. Just watch for your private messages over on the Patreon. And congratulations and thanks for playing. Hey, Brian Dunaway. Big thanks to you for playing as well.
Oh, thank you.
We mentioned the 8-Bit Computer Club. We should probably mention on Wednesdays we do Play Retro and Watch Retro. That'll happen this week.
Yeah, so much fun. We're doing those Gunstar Heroes as recommended by Scott Johnson.
Yeah, that game ruled, man. That was my Genesis du jour game. I loved it.
Very cool.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to also watch some cool old animation.
Mighty Orbots.
And Mighty Orbot. We're going to finish that Mighty Orbots thing.
You wish.
Even though they're they're spending about $1,000 less per episode to make it. It's so weird how strong that thing started and how wimpy it is now. It's so
Really?
weird.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you could tell
Is,
the budget just got slashed, but
Is there a Jerry Orbot?
there's no Jerry Orbot.
Oh, I'm kind of bummed.
Jerry Orbot.
It's too bad. He's a rough and tumble cop just looking for trouble or whatever. Anyway, Dunaway, anyway Dunaway. That's your new nickname.
Anyway Dunaway.
Kiss our butts. All right, he's out of here. That was fun. Good game
that
today.
was fun. Yep.
Guys,
Good.
we've heard you. You've said you want more Steven. We're making it happen.
And now welcome Steven to the show.
Yeah.
He's a huge freaking nerd.
Dollar bills, y'all.
He's here right here. Hi, Steven. Hello.
Good morning, Scott. Hello, Brian. I'm a little jealous of you.
Hello.
Why are you jealous?
Of us?
You got to
Why?
go see the Aquabats, man. I love the
yes.
Aquabats.
Yeah.
God, they're great. They're really
Yeah,
great.
I really wish I could see them in concert live, but I was hoping they would pass through Hayes, but they did not.
Oh, Hayes isn't on their list? That's a shame.
No. Although the Bowling for Soup was on passed through Hayes not too long ago. So yeah, but Aquabats, what a great show. Did they do any kid surfing?
Kid surfing.
Kid
Yeah, they do
surfing,
this
like
thing
where
where
they
they
surf
take
on
kids.
kids.
No, they take these kids and they throw them out into the audience, and the audience catches them and body surfs them across the floor.
No, they didn't, but there were a lot of kids at the show. And it's funny because they went on right before the Dance Hall Crashers, and the place, like during the setup time for Dance Hall Crashers, the place emptied out of kids.
Oh,
like
I'm
it was
sure.
parents and kids like, yep, that's who we came here to see. Time to get them to bed. Saturday night, late night.
So
and,
what's the idea? Is that they toss a kid out and he can safely surf around the crowd? And
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's all supportive. It's a very supportive. I think Aquabats is a very family-friendly show.
Yeah, it
and
really
a lot of the
was.
reason
Yeah.
why kids are there, I think, is because of the TV show that they had for a couple of years.
oh, okay. Oh, they
I've
had a
been wondering-
show. I didn't
they
know
showed.
Yeah,
They
no,
played
if
the
you
theme
haven't
song.
seen their show,
Yeah, they played the
fantastic.
theme song and they showed some video from the show, and it's like, I've got to see this. Teen even was like, I've got to watch some of this show. It looks absolutely nuts.
It is
Aquabats
it is-
Super Show. It was
That's
called
the one. Yep.
Yeah,
2012 to 2018. That was a pretty good run. Oh,
Yeah,
I
they had
want
some time off.
Where can we see?
But
Oh,
it's
Tubi has
really
it.
good.
You can watch it on Tubi.
It looks a lot like the Power Rangers, the goofiness of the Power Rangers.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that's why.
But meant to be as goofy as this is. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was originally intended to be a TV version of their live show, because if you listen to some of their songs and you've watched them over the years, they would have these villains come out on stage during the show and they would fight them off and do all sorts of antics and stuff. And so you see a lot of those villains appear in the Aquabat Super Show.
I want to. I'm going to watch this. It's on Tubi. It's all up there.
You will really love it. It is great. The effects are so cheesy, but they are like effects that you would sit there and go, okay, these make sense. Like I forget what the guy's name is who has the big beard and plays the bass, but he's like, I'm getting angry.
He's not Falcon Tooth Eagle Claw or something like that. It's a different one. Yeah.
Although when you watch the Aquabat Super Show, there is his brother shows up, and it's played by what's his name from the movie? Gosh, has Pedro vote for Pedro?
Napoleon Dynamite.
John Heater?
John Heater is in there. There's
No
a lot of
way.
celebrities. There's a lot of celebrities that appear in Aquabat Super Show.
I'm
great.
super want to check this out. I don't know why I never even heard of this.
Probably because your kids had aged out.
Yeah.
I mean,
By the
Nick
time that-
was 12. He would have probably liked it. I don't
He
know.
probably would have. My kids loved it.
Wow, weird. All right, I'm going to definitely check that out. It's on Tubi, everybody. Go check it. Stephen, we're going to talk today about a few nerdy things that have been going on. And thankfully, there's
More Aquabats.
there's a resource like majorspoilers.com to help us make sense of it all. Like the Rockford Files moving forward with its mid-season replacement now, or as one. Here's the deal with this. I know you come to us today as a massive fan of the original Rockford Files.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a friend who likes it more than you do. And so whenever anything happens around Rockford Files, I always either get a text from Steven or I send one to him. We celebrate together. David Boreanaz cast as Jim Rockford. It's going forward. There was some question whether it would at all, but now it is. How does superfan Steven Schleicher feel about this?
Well, I am just in the almost done with my watch through of the Rockford Files again.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the 6th season. Here's the thing. As I've said before, not my first pick for Jim Rockford.
Boreanaz?
Yeah. But I'm going to wait and see how he does on the show. The guy has been nonstop working for the last 30 years.
Yeah. He's got good bones too.
Yeah. Buffy, Bones, Angel, all this stuff. And so his James Garner's daughter is very excited by what she's seen. And so she's online on Twitter all the time saying, Boreanaz is is contacting me all the time, asking me what my dad did, and and these kinds of things. Going so far as to apparently wearing the exact same cologne that Garner would wear during the production of the show.
Wow.
So it seems like Boreanaz is very committed to the bit. Now, whether the show is committed to the bit, that will be the interesting thing.
I'll tell you what,
there
though.
are certain things about the Rockford Files that just do not translate to modern era.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
They're going to have to figure out how to wrestle around with cell phones and, just some modern things that will take away kind of the roguish element of that show. But I got to say, I got this picture of him zoomed up here. Let me get another one. Let me get one of Jim Rockford.
That is a very good, like, Garner kind of look on his
He's really
face.
kind of nailing it. This is the era of Garner. And you know what? I'm kind of more convinced than ever that he's the right look for it. The question will be, is the writing going to match up? Is it going to feel?
That's the thing that I'm most concerned about.
Yeah.
He's still out of prison for a crime he didn't commit. He's still working in Los Angeles as a private detective. He works with the police and has run-ins with the mob. Now, whether we have characters like a father figure, whether we have an angel figure, whether we have a Beth Davenport figure, whether we have a Dennis Becker figure, I don't know. That's
Got to have some of that stuff,
the big
right?
question.
Like,
I would hope,
Yeah.
but maybe they're just saying no. We're going to do something different here.
what was the angel guy?
I'm willing.
It was just Angel.
Angel Martin.
Angel
that
Martin.
Was his, that was one of his prison pals that's always causing trouble and getting Jim into trouble. And so a great character to have around. But does that translate to today?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I don't know. I'm approaching this with severe case of want it to be good.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not cynical yet. I'm not anything. I just need, I will wait and be ready. And then when I see it, I hope I like it, because there's something about that old show. We've talked about this many times. It set itself apart from all the other network tripe that was out. Was just better characters, better writing, better everything than any of its competition at the time. And I don't think anybody disagrees with that now. Like, the Rockford Files is an all-time classic. The question
when you
is,
look
can
at
they do
other
it again?
detective shows, when you're looking at other detective shows of the time, it really did stand out.
Yeah.
I even, as I'm watching again, I'm going, my grandfather used to dress an awful lot like Jim Rockford, like same kind of suit, kind of everything.
Elbow
and then
patches,
I remember, and then I remember as a kid, I remember summers, at my grandparents', and that would be on every whatever night it was, Friday night or whatever. And he would just love watching the Rockford Files. So I think he took a lot of his stylings from Jim Rockford.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? The guy's a handsome bastard. Also, when did this crossover happen? I see Tom Selleck and him in a convertible. Did that ever happen?
Oh, man, yes. Not as Magnum P.I., but as Lance
bummer.
White.
Okay.
Tom Selleck played Lance White, this guy that could never do wrong, a fellow detective in Jim's circle, and Jim just hates him because everything goes wrong for Jim, everything goes right for Lance White. and it's there. He's in, like, I want to say 3 episodes.
Really?
And they are brilliant episodes.
All right. Well, I'm kind of all in, so let's do it. All right. Who's it? What's the network? Is it a streamer? What are we doing with this?
It's going to be on NBC. It'll be comes in January 2027. It'll be on NBC and on Peacock.
All right. I'm all in. Now, you know, if anybody's streaming Maverick, I always want to catch Maverick, and I never can
I have
find
no
it.
idea.
Not the movie, but the show.
Yeah, let's see here.
I mean, the movie's
Just Watch right now.
Movie's fun, but
Sure.
I love that series because, again, it's the Jim Rockford factor, which is why this all is even a question. Why we're nervous
Looks
at all.
like Stars actually has it.
Stars streaming thing. Whatever.
Stars is streaming it. So you can get a 7-day trial with Amazon Prime. And how many episodes can you watch in 7 days?
Yeah. Also, I think it may have already demoed or
already used up your free trial.
Do you think they have a statute of limitations on how soon
I
you
don't
can come
know.
back?
Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, it's not one of those where you can just use a different email address because it's tied to your Amazon account.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you start up a new Amazon account, you could do it, but
Yeah, but that'd be weird, right?
that'd be weird. Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on. That's exciting stuff. Absolute Green Arrow #1 arrives this week with an already back to press, which means they have high expectations for this. So the Absolute
which is
series doing
surprising,
real
yeah.
good. So what do we got? What do we got here with this? I'm excited.
So the Absolute universe over at DC Comics is just around 2 years old, almost getting up to its 2-year anniversary.
That's crazy that it went that fast. By the way,
Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Martian Manhunter, which has got like 6 Eisner nominations for this year. And then what else? They have Absolute Green Lantern, and now they have Absolute Green Arrow. This one's going to be a little bit different because while others explore what happens when you take away the thing that makes the hero, like Batman's wealth or Superman's, home kind of thing, this one is looking at Green Arrow as kind of a serial killer or perhaps a serial killer of billionaires, and he is being tracked down by Black Canary. So this one is kind of like a suspense thriller kind of story that people seem to really take to. It's written by Pornsak Pichoshote, I believe is how I say his last name. He did The Good Detective over at, I want to say Image Comics a few years ago, and won Eisners for that because that is just a great series. And then Raphael Albuquerque is doing the art for the book. And those two together should make a great combination. People are very excited about this series, so much so that it's going back to press even before it hits the bookshelves. That's how much demand there is. Now, the Absolute books have been consistently appearing in the top 10 every month for direct market sales.
Yeah.
And so that tells me a lot and should tell the listeners a lot about how popular this series is.
Yeah, I remember there was so much like consternation early on when those original designs of Batman and the giant logo and all that. And everybody was just like, what are we doing here? This is going to be blah, blah, blah. There's so much naysaying. That is the coolest series, man. Like the Batman one alone is awesome. I love the Superman one. Actually, the only two I've read, so I need to read the rest of these. But yeah. Oh, and the other good news is this would be a good time to get into DC Infinite because the app is 6 months later or whatever it is for newer releases. So you can catch most of the the backed up issues on there.
We're reading Absolute Superman this week on the Major Spoilers podcast. I believe it has 3 volumes out already, but we're just reviewing the first 6 issues, which kind of introduces you to Superman in this Absolute world.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited. Absolute Green Arrow, number 1, happening. Wait, did you give us a date?
It's this week. It comes out on Wednesday.
All right. Right, it's breaking news, torn from today's headlines.
Right.
Marvel at Midnight line launches in September. Can't give Marvel, we got to give them a fair shake today. I can't be all DC.
Yeah, we got to throw in some Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian would be very sad if I didn't talk about Marvel.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Your quota is now fulfilled.
Yeah. What do we got coming from them?
So Marvel has ended its Ultimate line and is now launching a Marvel at Midnight line, which is supposed to be a more horror slanted series, a lot darker than what you might see. And it may be a reaction to DC's Absolute line doing so well. But in this one, we are relaunching with 3 titles beginning in September with X-Men at Midnight. And X-Men at Midnight imagines a world where the X-Men are all vampires instead of humans, and they also have powers, but they are fighting even bigger, badder vampires with the humans stuck in the middle. So that will launch in September.
That seems all right.
Then in the Fantastic Four at Midnight, super scientist decides to go out into outer space, and they come back in almost like a body horror transformation kind of tale, and they're going to explore maybe more of a Lovecraftian body horror tales over on Fantastic Four. We don't have the full descriptions yet, but that's kind of what it leans to in the early descriptions. And then so that's November, we have Spider-Man at Midnight, and this one is basically what if Peter Parker is literally transformed, not unlike Brundlefly, and has to go and fight Oscorp to keep them from turning other people into crazy mutated
interesting.
Creatures half.
Yeah.
How does it separate itself from something like that? Is it Man Spider? Isn't there a run of where
there's
he's
a Man Spider? Yeah,
Man Spider. Yeah,
kind of like
or
Man
the
Bat.
time when Peter Parker had like 8, 4 arms or 8 arms or whatever it was.
Yeah. But this is different than that. They're going for more of a.
I hope so.
Yeah. They're going for. It sounds like it's just like they're. It's like mixing horror with everything. Horror.
Yeah, that's and this time, if you go out, open your door this afternoon, and you just peek out for a second, you'll notice that things are kind of scary in the world. And it's when we have a bunch of unrest and odd times and uncertainty in the world that this genre, horror, tends to be more popular.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing every single comic book publisher now has some kind of scary book line that's out, and this is Marvel's attempt to get in on that action.
Yeah, that's great. I always liked they did a little kind of like Black Label a while ago. Marvel did. It was called
Epic, not Epic. I mean, that was
you're thinking of Marvel Knights.
Marvel.
That was a while ago.
Knights. Yeah, it was quite a while ago.
Something, yeah.
And people were mad because they dropped it, and they were like, "Oh, it's a Disneyfication of Marvel now," because it was after the purchase and all that. And then then DC comes around with Black. Mm-hmm. They never really brought Vertigo back, or did they? I don't know what happened.
They have brought Vertigo back. Vertigo is officially back. They have titles for that are doing well.
Good.
It would have been nice if they hadn't gotten rid of Vertigo to begin with, but when have corporations used their common sense and just looked at how much money are they giving the shareholder?
Exactly. Really good point.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see these come back because there's just some really interesting stories to tell that are a little darker, a little twisted, but in the pantheon of the characters we love. And the Absolute series is like that for me. It's like, just go nuts, dude. Oh, it's so good. I hope some of that stuff makes it to the DCU. Maybe not the DCU in general, but like maybe, I don't know, animate Absolute Batman or something.
I would imagine that we are going to get animated adaptations of these. If you think of the pipeline that's going on very strongly now DC Animation has always, or Warner Brothers Animation has always been doing a lot of adaptations of DC properties.
Right.
They haven't done any in a while, which makes me think that they have changing their direction and going the Absolute route. But you look and see what happens with the Invincible animated series and the impact that that's having on Invincible sales. And you look at really any anime that's out there and how that leads into increased interest in manga sales. Right now, I think we're going to see more comic book publishers looking at ways that they can get that pipeline into, let's get an animated series that's an adaptation of our works out in front of audiences. Let's make it really good so that they'll go back and buy all of our back issues, trade paperbacks, etc. And so that's going to be a lot of discussion that you're going to hear probably at the San Diego Comic-Con, if not sooner. I know there's rumblings of that going on now. And as far as the Absolute Edition lines, I think we're going to find out. Scott Snyder has been talking about what happens after Absolute Batman ends, if it ends. So there's plans in place to keep that going. But animated adaptations of these, certainly possible in the next 3 years.
Well, watch for it, folks. I think we will, and I hope we do. You got James Gunn over there poking everybody in the eye, going, "Hey, let's do this thing." And they've been working. It's been working.
Yeah.
So keep it going. Stephen, always a pleasure. I know majorspoilers.com now resolves to the site, which is fantastic.
Yep.
And you guys should be over there. You should be supporting that effort because it's an institution at this point. For nerds and comic book fans.
20 years in July.
Crazy, dude.
Wow.
Congratulations.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Very cool.
We'll talk more about that in July and really make people sick of us. Anyway, anything going on over there you want people to know about?
Yeah, so going on right now, a couple of major comic book pirate sites went down last week, whether they went down by a takedown or whether there was other issues that's going on. But the comic book industry is all about wanting to talk about piracy of their wares. And so today I have written, I think, an article that Brian will appreciate where we look back at what happened the last time piracy was a big issue, and we look at the RIAA versus Napster. This is one of those time is a flat circle kind of things. What goes around comes around, but this time, instead of paying attention to the lessons of the past, the comic book industry has decided to not pay attention, and that's why people are talking about comic book piracy is ruining the industry again.
Well, a great excuse to go and support long-form writing. Once again, the internet is too short form. Yeah. Let's go get it back and support majorspoilers.com in all of these efforts. It's good stuff. Stephen, I hope your week is great. Is there anything else we should do to just maintain
especially if you've been sick, you need to stay hydrated.
Oh, well, you know what? That's my internet doctor told me is stay hydrated. I can't find your there it is. Bye. All right. Delaying there a little bit. Hey guys, we got to the part of the show where we read your emails, and they're going to happen.
Send them, we read them.
Yep, that's the rule.
This is about the jugs of pee.
And Scott Taskin says, "Good morning, Bob in Sacramento."
Okay.
Not quite sure that. We'll see if it takes us there.
That's a good parallel. Yeah.
Yesterday we talked about kids pulling their baby teeth out. I wanted to share a story of my daughter losing her last baby tooth. We were walking through the park, and she sneezed her tooth out. We spent a few minutes looking for it, never found it. That's all I have. Love the show, though, says Scott Taskin. Oh, Scott was the guy that won today, isn't it?
He came in second. He played today.
Oh, right.
He won a prize.
You're all winners to us. So.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if that's the tooth you found. Was it your park?
Are you here in South? You don't live in South Jordan, Utah, do you, by chance? Because I found a tooth.
We found your tooth. Yeah.
No, that's funny. Like, that is how you're supposed to let them fall out naturally. But
yeah.
You also want to avoid them like choking on it while they're eating. Or
exactly right. You don't want it to fall out while you're sleeping or something like that. So
a sneeze is a good way to do it, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. It becomes a projectile. It becomes a weapon.
Projectile tooth.
Yeah.
Julie says, hey, Scott and Brian, I recently got back into listening to the show and forgotten how much I enjoyed listening to it. But we're always here, so just come on back.
Yeah.
Says, I'm usually a day behind or so, so I can have it on when I start work at 6 a.m. In episode 3007, you mentioned a German version of Cheers, which got me looking around. One of my favorite things to find is foreign language versions of intro songs. DuckTales is a great one in several languages. So that said, here's a link to the German language version of the Cheers intro.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
So we're going to hear this. It's in...
Making your way in the world today.
I was worried about.
Takes everything you got.
Let's see what this actually is here. Or is it still Boston?
Den Alltagsärger überstehen kostet sehr viel Kraft. Wer Stunden hart geschuftet hat, ist jedes Mal geschafft. Wer spannt dann nicht gern mal auf?
I gotta hear the... Oh, Prost Helmut is it.
Ja,
Prost
dann
Helmut.
sucht man sich ein Lokal, wo man sich wie zu Hause fühlt.
So hold on a second. So it's the cast, right? Like there they all are.
Yeah.
So this is just the translation over there, like the...
Right. So they're watching the same show we are, but it's just dubbed in German.
Yeah, that's
Except
amazing.
For Prost Helmut.
Prost Helmut.
Prost Helmut.
Anybody with the name Helmut is my friend. I love it. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
You want to go where everybody knows you're nine.
Yeah. which is no. Everybody knows your no.
Everybody nines your name.
We love the Germans. Other than those two world wars, you guys are great. We love you.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for the show.
I'm gonna eat some German food tonight. Going to trivia at a place called Prost. Oddly enough, Prost, but not Prost Helmut.
You talked about this. You guys are getting the good stuff. It's like
we are. It's
real
the last
schnitzel
night
and everything.
but it's the last night of trivia at this place. Like maybe for the summer, so maybe they'll be back in the fall. But it's looking forward to some good old German food. Some pickled red cabbage. That is my jam.
So
Give me all the pickled red cabbage you have.
It's amazing. I would not dare eat that this week, but if I was in full constitution, I would eat the hell out of that cabbage.
Yeah.
All right. I know I was going to tell people. The Monday show is at 5 today.
Wow, it's a late Monday show.
For a very good reason, and I won't tell you why because she doesn't want me to say anything, but maybe during the show she'll say something. But
interesting. Okay.
Carter's got some fantastic news. Let's put it that way. And I'll let that just hang in the air.
Oh my God, she's getting married.
No, it's not that.
Today at 1:00, and that's why the show's having to get pushed. That's amazing.
I'm performing it, and they let me here because I got that card. No, that's not what's happening.
Amazing news. Amazing.
It's all very exciting. We'll get hopefully more into it today at 5 p.m. She's over here hearing me now, so I'm not sure why she's not protesting, but it's fine. Anyway, that's later today. You can find all the schedule, and whenever it changes, you'll see it live and on, when it happens over at frogpants.com/schedule. And our website, of course, is frogpants.com/TMS. Get your music requests in, like Brian asked. Give them that rundown one more time just to make sure they all know what to do.
Frogpants.com/TMS. Get those requests in and fill up these 2 weeks between Memorial Day and D-Day, really, is what it is. Between Memorial Day and D-Day, give me your requests.
Yep, get it in. Let's do a song. Speaking of songs right now, what do you got?
Yeah, Paul wrote in and said, this is just another random cover to play whenever you want to. Today I want to. He says, a side note for Brian, if you see this before going to Logan, Utah. I know you're planning on, quote unquote, cleaning the sink at Angie's. I don't know if I really am. That's a thought. But that is like a 14 scoop ice cream thing with whipped cream, nuts, bananas, fruit.
It's a beast.
Hot fudge, whatever.
It's an institution, but it's a beast. I personally it would wreck me if I did that.
Yeah, I think it would wreck me too. Yeah. He says, it's a lot. It's good, and I still have my bumper sticker proving I completed the task. Good for you. But if you're only going to eat ice cream at one place, Aggie ice cream on the Utah State University campus is the best ice cream I've ever had. I would suggest going there to try Aggie Blue Mint, Space Debris, or Lemon Custard.
Yeah, supposed to be, or not supposed to be. I've had it. It was forever ago, but it's incredible. Yeah. Another instant. Cool. For some reason, you know why? Because it's kind of dairy country out there.
Yeah.
They're the Aggies for a reason. It's an agricultural school, or that's what the origins were. And the dairy farms are plentiful, so everybody makes the best ice cream somehow up there. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, cool. Well, I'm all over it. He says also Tandoori Oven is a surprisingly good Indian restaurant and worth trying.
I haven't heard of that.
He says, either way, I hope you enjoy a long-ass bike ride through Cache Valley. Yeah, we'll see. I will say that this year, just because of everything else I'm doing, the training rides have been tough. And even when I do like 4 or 5 days in a row of training rides, I am still winded on the 5th day from the same length ride that I did on the first day. Like I'm not ramping up as quickly as I have in previous years, and it's frustrating me, but I'm still on it, still doing it. So
still going.
Yeah. And make sure you get a, if you have not yet donated, the MS 150, remember I'm raising money for the Colorado team, which is Ain't Too Proud to Sag. And some of the Ain't Too Proud to Sag members are going to join me in Logan, Utah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's great.
Uncle George and Aunt Barb, our leader, Steve, a couple other people. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. So tiny.cc/bike Coverville, $5 donation, $10 donation, $50, $100, whatever you can do is appreciated. None of that money goes to me, just goes to research to end MS, which I think we will see in our lifetime.
That would be wonderful. Also, maybe we should get Indian food while you're out there after the ride.
Maybe after the ride. Yes.
Not during.
After, no, not during, not before.
Oh.
After. All right, let's get to Paul's request. You want to hear a cover of Girls Just Want to Have Fun, covered by Jim Adkins. This was a new discovery. Thank you for letting me know about this. Comes from an EP called I Will Go. And a little fun bit of trivia. Cyndi Lauper, not the original performer of Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It was originally by a guy named Robert Hazard. And then Cyndi Lauper covered it and truly made it her own. Here is Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
This has been a Frog Pants production. Find all our shows at frogpants.com.
Your acting couldn't get you onto a soap opera.